Hello YouTube, Jeff O'Lahane here, your YouTube reviewer of New Hampshire and New England brews. There are a lot of YouTube reviewers out there and they're all really good. My niche is New Hampshire and New England brews. So today I'm going to be taking a look at Redhook ESB Original Ale. Well, some of you might say, Redhook, isn't that from the West Coast? Well, yes and no. They are from the West Coast, but they also have a brewery in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And this particular bottle of their famous ESB is from their Portsmouth, New Hampshire brewery. And that's the one I'm going to have today. As I look at the bottle, I see it says 5.8% alcohol by volume. So that ought to be kind of nice. There's nothing else on here as far as any sort of expiration date. I see a number here. It looks like a brew-on date. It says, okay, it looks like it says 110709. 11709. Oh, that's maybe November 09. That's very possible. It's kind of in there, but it's engraved in there, but I can't quite see it. Of course, they have their own infamous red top. It says ESB, Redhook ESB. So I'm going to pop that top right now into my Redhook brewery glass as well. So hey, why not go hand in hand with the Redhook beer and the Redhook glass? Okay, pop the top. Nice little fizz when I opened it. As I look at it, I don't see much in the way of any sort of smokiness or anything along those lines. It actually seems kind of mild in that regard. Really no activity whatsoever. I do see a little bit of foam inside the bottle. It's very thin, but it's there. So let's give it a pour and see what it really looks like. I like the sound of that pour. It has a nice little bubbly sound to it. Coming out pretty nicely, pretty easily. Okay, that's that. Well, I must say I do like this color. It's got this kind of copper amber color with a whole lot of carbonation. You may be able to see this real busy carbonation going on here. I don't see much in the way of any kind of head. In fact, this head is really fizzling right down quickly. It was maybe, a half of my pinky finger, but for the most part, it's already down to pretty much nothing. In fact, probably in the next 30 seconds, it's going to be basically a ring around the glass. So it's not a really exciting head, but that's all right. The color's kind of nice. Let's give it a scent. Let's give it a smell. Well, I kind of like that smell. It's got a nice aroma to it. It's got this real malty sweetness to it. Maybe a tad bit of hops, but for the most part it's malt, caramel, sugar, sweetness, things like that. Just kind of pleasant, kind of appealing, kind of enticing. Let's give it a taste. Well, I must say that the taste has more hops in it than what you notice in the aroma. The aroma, as I said, it was more kind of malty and sweet along those lines. But this flavor, although it's got a nice, real sweet and nice caramel flavor to it, it's also got that kind of hoppy background as well. Not overwhelming, but it's there enough to know, hey, those are hops. You can tell. There's a crisp kind of freshness about it, which I also like. And it's really kind of a nice, pleasant beer. I don't really feel much in the way of the alcohol content. Of course, it's only 5.8%, and that's pretty typical of these craft brews. So you don't really notice that as much. What you do notice is a nice kind of hoppiness to it, a sweetness as well, and a bitterness. This definitely has all the ingredients of your typical ESB. So they really do a nice job at using that ESB formula or recipe as their inspiration, an Americanized version, let's put it that way. So it's quite a nice beer. It's really a high quality beer, and also one that you might like if you've really never had an ESB before, it's got that bit of hoppiness as well as the caramel character. So it's a real nice beer. So I'm going to give it a nice brew. So I'm going to go back and finish it up, and I hope that you enjoyed today's visit. Stop back again some other time.